What's going on, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the FPL Point Predictor series. Trying to predict what player will score the most points in FPL can sometimes be difficult, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this series. But there's a twist. We have to follow these rules that you see on screen, so we can't just pick any player. Also, to make this even more difficult, we can only pick one player per club. And each week we will review if we got our predictions right or horribly wrong. So I hope you guys do understand the rules, but enough with the waffling, let's get into the video. So we're going to start off with my defender prediction, guys, and we can pick any value defender in FPL, and the player that I'm going to go for is actually Ben White. He's got a home fixture to Wolves, but I'm not going to lie, there is someone else that I would have preferred to pick who does play for Liverpool. Shout out to Trent Alexander-Arnold, because that's the player I did want to go for, but there is another Liverpool player who I want to put in a different segment. And remember, guys, we can only pick one player per club. So I've gone for Ben White, who's got the home fixture to Wolves, and I see that as a game where Arsenal should really get a clean sheet. I think Arsenal last season, they showed that they were the best defensive team in the Premier League, but the reason why I've also gone for Ben White is because he's shown he's got that attacking threat, alright? He does get much higher up the pitch compared to the likes of Saliba and Gabriel, so he's going to be getting those crosses in the box, he's going to be getting those shots off, so that's why I've gone for Ben White, because not only has he got the clean sheet potential, he's also got that threat of getting a goal or an assist, and he showed that last season. You know, he showed he's capable of scoring goals and getting assists, so I'm confident in this pick with Ben White. I do see him as a player that should really return, at least as a bare minimum. He should hopefully be able to get that clean sheet. Yeah, only he's pretty expensive. He does cost 6.5 million, but yeah, Ben White is going to be my prediction. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. So for the next pick, we have to pick a midfielder that has less than 10% ownership. So essentially, they're a differential for game week 1. And that player I'm going to pick is Marcus Rashford. He is currently, at the time of recording, only 7.1% owned. In game week 1, he's got the home fixture against Fulham, and I'm really backing Manchester United to win that game, and I'm backing Rashford to hopefully get a goal or an assist in that game. Now, I know last season, Rashford didn't have the best of seasons. He didn't really perform up to standard, but what I will say is that Marcus Rashford is someone that has shown that he can be a prolific goal scorer in the Premier League, alright? In previous seasons, he's got 17 goals and a lot of goal contributions, so I think Rashford has the talent in him. It's just if he can find his feet, and I'm predicting him to find his feet in game week 1 and hopefully get on the score sheet or at least get an assist. But I think Fulham have also, you know, lost some players. They've lost Paulinho, so you could argue maybe defensively they'd be a bit weaker than usual, but for me the main thing is that Manchester United at home are usually pretty decent, so I'm backing Marcus Rashford to hopefully return to score and assist in that game. Let's see if he can get the job done. So for the next pick, we can pick any midfielder in the game as long as they don't play for Arsenal or Manchester United, because remember, guys, only one player per club. So for the next midfielder pick, I'm going to go for the main man, the FPL GOAT, Mohamed Salah. In game week 1, he's got an away fixture against a newly promoted Ipswich team, and I'm just betting on Salah to really get the job done in that game. Yes, I know that Liverpool are playing under a new manager in a new system with Arne Slot, but we know that Salah is someone that literally just scores goals and gets assists, all right? He's proven that over the years in the Premier League, which is why he's, you know, known as one of the best FPL players of all time, to be honest with you. So yeah, Salah is someone that we know and that we can trust, and that is just very reliable in FPL. So for that reason, I am really predicting him to get some big scores in game week 1. We know that Salah's going to start, we know that he's going to get 90 minutes, and he's also on penalties as well. So for me, all the information that we have on Liverpool and all the information we have on Salah just leads to him getting some FPL returns, man. And also, there is a stat going around that he actually does always return big in game week 1. So that's another reason why I'm predicting Salah to get some FPL returns in game week 1 against Ipswich. So for the next pick, we're going to have to pick a forward that has less than 10% ownership. And for that pick, I'm going to go with Chris Wood. In game week 1, Chris Wood has a really nice home fixture against Bournemouth. So I'm actually predicting him to do some really good things in that game. Maybe a goal, maybe even 2 goals, who knows, but I definitely do think he will get some FPL returns in that game, and he's coming off the back of a really good season last year, scoring 14 goals in 20 starts, and that's a fantastic return. So Chris Wood, I'm really predicting him to do something good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was actually thinking of someone else, and I was thinking of Wissa, but because Wizz has a good home fixture against Crystal Palace. Now, I was going to pick him, but I'm leaning towards Chris Wood, man. I think Chris Wood can get the job done. So hopefully he doesn't let me down, but I guess we will see in 1 week's time. So for the next forward pick, I'm going to go with Alexander Isak. And in game week 1, he's playing against Southampton at home. It's a really good fixture for Newcastle, playing against a new championship side. And I'm expecting Newcastle to win big. And I'm expecting Alexander Isak to score, for me, at least 2 goals, man. Surely he's got to score at least 2 goals. I mean, he's in my current Game Week 1 team as well. And in my opinion, he's definitely a good captain option for Game Week 1. One of the best captain options for Game Week 1, even above someone like Salah. So I'm really expecting Newcastle to do well in that game. We know that they like to score goals. And Newcastle at home are a very dangerous team, man. They can really, you know, just put teams to bed when they play at St. James's Park. So I'm expecting Isak to do well. He's on penalties. Wilson is injured, so he's pretty much guaranteed 90 minutes. So yeah, man, I think Isak could really go and score big in game week 1 against Southampton at home. I mean, last season we saw how good Alexander Isak was. You know, he managed to bag 21 goals last season, which is a really good return, and I think he can carry last season's incredible form into the start of this season and into that first game against Southampton at home. So yeah, like I said, I'm expecting Isak to definitely get some FPL returns. Hopefully he does, because he's in my team and most likely going to be my captain as well. So yeah, I'm actually hoping that he does the business. I'm hoping he gets a job done. But that's going to be it for episode 1 of the FPL Point Predictor, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to smash a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, let me know, guys, who would you have gone for your differential picks to return an FPL for game week 1? I've gone for Rashford and Chris Wood as my players that are less than 10% owned. Who would you have gone for? Let me know down below in the comments. But like I said, hope you guys did enjoy the video. This is the first episode of the Point Predictor series. There's many more to come. We're going to be doing this on a weekly basis, so stick around, guys. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as well. But until the next video, guys, I'm out. Peace.